I need a haircut. Also, I realize I've been wearing the same hoodie in like my past like 5 or 6 videos. It's not all on the same day or anything. I mean, a few of them are, but mostly not. I just really like this hoodie. So I've wanted to do a Duolingo speedrun for a while now. I have the app downloaded on my phone and everything. I was going back and forth between speedrunning Spanish, because I took Spanish in school, but I haven't like used it at all since I got out of school, so it was gonna be like a test to see how much I retained. Or I figured I could speedrun something I haven't done before. And the language of choice would then be Irish, because my family is Irish, and I know that Irish is a pretty complicated language. Specifically Gaelic, if I remember correctly, uses like 3 different counting systems, and it's a language I've never actually heard before, and I'm pretty sure it's not even a Romance language. I don't know anything about languages. So I was gonna do some speed runs from Duolingo, one in Spanish and one in Gaelic or Irish. And then Duolingo changed its whole setup and I fucking hate it, so I decided not to do that. So because Duolingo changed the way their whole app works and I can't fucking use it anymore, I decided I was gonna do a different speed run. Flow Free being like pretty popular when I was like in middle school, high school era. It was around the same time as things like Doodle Jump, Fruit Ninja, and then my friend had a game that was called like Scoops, like you would tilt your phone to get ice cream and build it up. I don't actually know what games were like popular because I wasn't allowed to have a phone at that point in my life, so whenever I went over to my friend's house we would just play on her phone. But it was in that similar area that Flow Free was popular. It was the era where you would just sit and watch the Badger song over and over again on YouTube, so there wasn't a lot going on. I actually got introduced to this game because I went to a youth group event and then one of the kids pulled out their phone and they were stuck on a super hard level and they were having everyone like look at it and try and see what it is. And then I went over and I figured out the solution and it was like, whoa, so cool! That same kid was like super well known for being really good at chess, so he like set up a chess club at our church and then I beat him at chess, so he disbanded the chess club, so... Anyways, that was the first time I had ever seen this game, and then when I was finally allowed to have my own phone, I of course downloaded it because I liked it. It was really fun. I haven't played this game really since then, but I do remember really liking it, and I remember that the concept was like super simple, so I figured this would be a great game to speedrun. Now I actually like don't really know how speedrunning works. I know you have a timer. I don't really understand what like percent means or any of that kind of stuff. I don't know. I downloaded a timer. That's the best I can do. I did of course give myself a few rules, because there's always rules in speedruns. So it's just to complete the first pack, the first 150 levels as fast as you can. Rule number 2, you are allowed to use hints, only because I accidentally used one. I like chugged a large coffee before doing this video and my hands were shaking really bad, and also my nails are kind of long, so sometimes my phone screen can't pick up my movements correctly. Rule number 3, my phone was in airplane mode, that way there would be no pop-up ads. Rule number 4, I had to get perfect on every single level. That means if I made a mistake, I just restarted the level. I'm betting that I did not get the fastest speedrun time for a few reasons. Number 1, I haven't played this game in many years, so I'm out of practice. Number 2, like I said before, my phone was having issues picking up my finger movements, which is how I accidentally pressed the hint button when I didn't need it. Fuck. That's also how I accidentally pressed the share button when I didn't mean to. God damn it. And basically every now and then I would click buttons I didn't mean to, and that would of course messes you up because now you've made a mistake and have to restart the level. Also on my phone there's not actually a back button. The way you go back is to drag the side of the screen into the middle and that'll make it go back. And this game is all about dragging different things across the screen. So sometimes if I drag the side of the screen in a certain way, it would send me back to the home page. So that definitely, you know, took up a few seconds. Also, I didn't know how to stop the timer. Oh, fuck. With all of these different things combined, this brought my total speedrun time to just under 25 minutes. That roughly averages out to about 10 seconds per level, which I think is pretty good. Obviously, the harder levels got, the more I struggled with them. There were certainly a few points where I had to redo the level a few times. Something I realized as I was going through all these puzzles, if the puzzle feels busy, like has a lot of dots on the screen, it's actually not that complicated for me. The ones that are the most complicated for me are when there's a bunch of space. I feel like with them clustered together and it feeling very busy, it's actually pretty quick to tell where you can and cannot go in order to cut other ones off. But with so much space, for me, it was hard to like make a first move that wouldn't inevitably ruin another move. So what you would have to do with these very spacious puzzles is just make a move, and when it inevitably cuts off another color, you would have to restart and just remember where you were on that first run through and not do that again. I also feel like every now and again I would run into a puzzle where like I would get half the colors done, but then the other half I couldn't quite maneuver or figure out, and I had to redo that puzzle like a few times. I didn't actually run into any on this run. I know on some of the harder levels in Flow Free, you have to actually use up space by just kind of like zigzagging a color back and forth, which can make certain levels that look easy end up being a little bit more difficult. This speedrun makes me a little bit curious to see how long exactly it would take to complete the entire app. Each pack, I'm pretty sure, is 150 levels, but I don't exactly know how many packs there are. Also, there are some specialized packs that include like bridges where you have to like have one go over the other. So with those specialized packs, I don't know if we would count them in the speedrun. Maybe we could do a speedrun that's just the specialized packs, I don't know. I'm simultaneously surprised at how quickly I got this done, but also not really. It's only 150 levels. It was the first pack, which is the easiest levels, but also I wasn't trying that hard. Like I said, I'm out of practice and I just kind of downloaded it and then did it, and it took me under 25 minutes. If I had more practice, if I spent like a lot of time practicing, I wonder, first of all, are the levels the same? Could I just memorize them? And second of all, how fast could I get it? I think I might do this again at some point with the specialized packs just because those are more fun and also just a little bit more challenging. Hopefully at some point I'll figure out how the speedrun timers work, or I might just go back and do the first pack again over and over to see how fast I can actually get it. I was also thinking maybe we could speedrun some other phone games. I don't know if you could speedrun Doodle Jump. Is there even an end? I was never good at Fruit Ninja, so I wouldn't want to do that one. I don't know, I'll probably figure something out. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one.